Wrestling gyms across North Dakota are growing as the sport continues to bring in new participants each and every year. But there's still more room for growth, something coaches and girls across the state are hoping will come soon. Go! There's a push for a new evolution of one sport in North Dakota by coaches and athletes alike.
I think as coaches, we have to encourage our girls to give it a chance.
Girls wrestling, a sport that is growing like wildfire across the U.S. And North Dakotans say the spark is already lit to join the movement.
If we're good ambassadors for the sport of wrestling itself, we need to be good ambassadors for the sport of girls wrestling also.
Girls are able to wrestle in North Dakota right now, but they often have to compete against boys, something that is seen as unfair.
I feel like it would be beneficial towards us because girls and boys' bodies, they are built completely different. So whereas a 120-pound guy is so much stronger than a 120-pound girl, it's going to be a one-sided match for us. And they're going to beat us almost every time. Now, coaches are making a push to sanction girls wrestling as its own sport, creating a new level of fair competition.
There's girls that truly have a passion for the sport of wrestling just like boys. And I want to see them get their best opportunity.
29 states have sanctioned girls wrestling, an increase from just 6 in 2017.
You know, it's not going away. That's the thing that I think I want people to understand too, right? We've had continual growth at the high school level for 30 years.
Montana has more than 170 participants in its first year since sanctioning the sport. South Dakota has gone from 15 to 150 participants in the same time frame.
The growth of girls wrestling really took off as soon as it was sanctioned, and again, it's something we're looking forward to, if that's something as soon as next year, and again, it'll be happening pretty quickly here, and just kind of an exciting time for the wrestling community as a whole.
North Dakota could become the 30th state to sanction girls wrestling as early as March. A formal request to sanction the sport came from 12 schools a year ago. The NDHSAA Board of Directors will revisit the idea this spring, which is the earliest the sport can be sanctioned.
With everything we've seen and heard up to this point, I don't know what reason they would have not to add it, just with the seamlessness of how it would all work.
Right now, North Dakota has around 50 female high school wrestlers, a number that Fetch, coaches, and athletes all expect to increase dramatically once the sport is sanctioned.
It's the right thing to do for the sport on the men's side and the women's side to sanction the sport. And, you know, the numbers are there. The numbers are growing, and we've shown in other states that, you know, if you throw the opportunity there, the numbers will come.
Just this month, North Dakota girls made state history. Today's contest is a historic event.
I was just thinking, how am I going to get competition for all these girls? And so I seen Central Cass had this many girls, and I talked to Travis, you know, and Lamar, and we just said this is great. You know, our girls, their weights aren't all the same, but let's do this. Let's have a girls duel.
The state's first all-girls wrestling meet playing out in Castleton, North Dakota, featuring 15 wrestlers from South Border, Central Cass, and Larimore.
It was great. We're making history out here. We didn't win, but it's okay. We tried our hardest, and I think we did pretty good for our first duel against Castleton.
Winning or losing doesn't matter to these girls. It's about doing something that has never been done before.
We're the pioneers of the state. Yeah. We're the first girls to get out here to actually start to get another sport going in our state. We're the pioneers. It doesn't matter if we win or lose. If we win, good for us. If we lose, oh well, we'll get them next time.
All these girls want is a fair chance.
It would be amazing if I got that opportunity to take first in state and like be the first girl to take first, you know, and it would be really awesome.
This year could be one for change as these girls wait for their opportunity on the big stage in hopes of making history.
It's not about, you know, what I thought about it, but like my daughters when they have grandkids, and, you know, hopefully this wrestling, the girls wrestling takes off, and, you know, it's just a huge thing in 40 years, and they can sit in the Fargo Dome and say, you know, look back in a book and say we were on that. We're this, you know, we're the beginning of this.
There will be an all-girls state championship tournament following the NDHSAA finals on February 20th, but it isn't sanctioned by the High School Activities Association. Still great to see opportunities being provided for these girls. But it was incredible getting perspective from all of those athletes and coaches. I really wish I could have included everything they all had to say. Coach Terry STEINER is a Bismarck native, graduated from Century, now coaches the U.S. Olympic women's team, so he has a pretty unique perspective. Coach Josh HOFFMAN at South Border actually has 2 daughters and a son who all wrestle. I asked what they would tell people who have doubts about girls getting involved in wrestling. Here's what they had to say.
Be open-minded, give them a chance, and know that this isn't just a sport of 2 bullies beating on each other. This is a wonderful sport to teach really, really great life lessons.
Give your daughters a chance to be around the sport, and you're going to see how it's going to affect them positively and move them forward in life. And that's all we can ask, right? I mean, it's not for everyone. Wrestling is not a sport for everyone, and neither is any other sport, right? But there are those kids out there that it's the exact sport that they need.